Listen to me. If there was a wise man who would ever think of this, they would say in order to be superior to the man, you've got to be the man. For I am the man himself. All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the baseball world, what is going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993. And as this is my first video with my new intro, my new gimmick, it's time that I express that, as I said before in the intro, in order to be superior to the man, you gotta be the man. And for I am the man himself. And the man is here today, tonight, for a late night video. Some baseball news, as it was big ones, as Manny Machado, the Padres all-star third baseman and MVP candidate as well from this past season. There's some news we had regarding him from the past week or two, and I am trying to get caught up. I have 3 baseball videos coming your way during this week, hopefully. This one, a video of a couple recent signings and retirements. Some of them clumped together, but this one I had to keep a separate video for. So Manny Machado, back in 2019, going into 2019, signed a 10-year, $300 million deal with the Padres. And apparently there was an opt-out clause after the 5th year. Well, this upcoming season was going to be that 5th year. So Machado announced just a week ago that he planned on opting out of that contract after year 5, as he was seeking a 10-year, $400 million deal, he was seeking. And the Padres knew this was coming, and they already tried to, offer him a 5-year extension and $150 million, but it wasn't quite enough what Machado was looking for. So they got to raise it a little bit more, and they eventually agreed on a new 11-year, $350 million contract. Of course, that will run through the 2033 campaign, which will be the season Manny Machado turns 40. Now, this new contract, which could be a rest of the career contract, maybe, who knows, he gets full no trade protection, and it does not contain any opt-out clauses. And again, this new deal adds 5 years, $170 million, just $20 million more than what the Padres originally offered to extend him. So again, Machado, who's 30 years old again, originally wanted to push the extension talks out of the way and just focus on baseball, but they got pen and paper in. This past season was one of his best years yet for sure. He had 32 home runs, stole 9 bases, and had a .298 batting average. And I believe he was up there in the National League MVP race as well, which, good for him. He for sure deserves. It seems, though, as if, again, Machado is part of, the big, contract deals that the Padres have been offering, and they're going to be quite a team for quite a while. Again, they got Machado as shortstop. You got Xander Bogaerts, going to be his first year with the Padres. Machado's at third base. You got Xander Bogaerts, who just signed a new deal with the Padres. He'll be at shortstop. That Kim person who replaced Tatis Jr. at shortstop this past season, he's moving to second, with Jake Cronworth moving over to first. And of course, you got the crowded outfield as well, with you have Juan Soto out there. Fernando Tatis Jr. is supposed to be moving to the outfield when he comes back. No worry if it's going to be left field or right field. And then I can't remember who was in center. But they did sign some pitching to try to, extend them for a little bit longer. This is Joe Musgrove recently. And a few others here and there. But Manny Machado, though, is going nowhere. I thought at first maybe he was leaving also just to, increase some flexibility as the Padres have really stacked their team. Like those bats in there. You got Cronworth, you got Machado, you got Soto, Bogarts, Fernando Tatis Jr. when he comes back. That's 5 all-star caliber names right there. The Padres are going to be competing, and maybe against the Dodgers didn't do much this offseason. This could be, them pushing to maybe outdo the Dodgers in the National League West. Maybe actually win the division, not just settle for a wild card. But I was definitely, of course, stunned to hear this. But again, I did know about the opt-out clause, but Machado is getting a lot more money. Again, he's a former Oriole and briefly a Dodger, but now he's the Padre, and he's probably going to be putting up a hell of a lot more numbers the rest of his career over the next 11 years, as he will do so. So I'm excited to see what he does. Again, the Padres are definitely a very exciting team to watch for. Again, I do think this year they have a chance to compete with the Dodgers and outdo them in the National League West. It is possible. So it's definitely a team that I will be watching for and I will be rooting for. They also added Nelson Cruz as well to their offense as well. Again, I'm hoping that eye surgery he had to get will help him get back on track. I don't quite see him in the 500 homers, but maybe he can contribute some way. He was also a signing the Padres did to add to their pitching staff that I'll talk about in my big clumped upcoming video of some recent signings as we are, again, getting started with spring training. This is the first couple of spring training games in. The World Baseball Classic is starting soon. Baseball season is back. It's going to be exciting. And Manny Machado, after a busy offseason, of course, with a lot of big names signing, Manny Machado will not be a part of the free agent class next offseason, which includes names like Shohei Ohtani, which will be the headliner, of course, Aaron Nola, Julio Urias, and Matt Chapman. And again, they have Manny Machado for one year and a whole decade. Again, no trade clause, no opt-out clause. He's basically finishing his career as a Padre. Could he help bring a World Series ring to San Diego? There's a lot of names in there that could potentially do so. So, of course, we will see what happens. And, yeah, big news is starting, of course, this season. Again, we got that. We have Miguel Cabrera coming up on his final season in the majors. Adam Wainwright's going to be retiring after this season as well. Again, there's a lot of exciting stuff to come this way for baseball. Last year we had some history. Let's see what history we can make this year in 2023. So that's my brief thoughts on Manny Machado. Originally going to opt out of his contract at this coming season, until the Padres offered him an extension that's making his new deal now 11 years, $350 million. What are your guys' thoughts on this contract extension with Manny Machado? And do you think he will contribute and maybe bring home a ring for the San Diego Padres the next 11 years? What do you guys think? Leave your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Be sure, as always, to slap a like on the video. Subscribe for more content on my channel. And now, of course, since this is the first baseball video I've done with my new social media platforms, you may follow me on Twitter at the Club of the Man 93. You may also follow me on TikTok and also on Instagram at the Club of the Man 1993. Make sure you guys give me some follows there. Trying to grow the social media network, and hope to get some good comments about this Manny Machado news. And again, I will of course have videos on recent retirements and recent signings as well that I will do as well at some point this week. So until then, guys, I'm checking out. I'm gonna catch y'all later, and always remember, for I am the man himself.